Hello there.
Oh, it's you again. Maybe I should start charging a consulting fee.
Am I being a pest? I'm sorry.
No. You are not really being a pest. And talking with you about the archetypes does help keep me on my toes.
I'm glad about that. Because I really do have another question for you.
Let me guess. You want to know about the Shapeshifter.
Yes, indeed. I find the descriptions of the archetype to be very confusing.
That is understandable. It is perhaps the most obscure of all the traditional 7 archetypes.
That is exactly the reaction I have been having. I cannot figure out how to have it make sense in an ordinary way. The mythical shapeshifters seem too fantastical to translate into a modern story.
That is because you are probably thinking of the term shape as something actually physical.
Are you saying that the term shape could apply to a character's attitude?
Yes. It can also apply to the role a character has in society.
Well, I can see how a character would play different roles in different situations. But I don't understand why that would be considered special enough to warrant being a separate archetype.
Very good. You are beginning to really understand how mythic archetypes work.
Am I really? It doesn't feel like I am understanding it at all.
In the case of the Shapeshifter, what you need to keep in mind is that the Shapeshifter will be a character who has some sort of special knowledge your hero wants to learn.
But how is that different from a mentor? A mentor also has special knowledge that the hero needs.
Yes. But the important difference is that where the mentor wants to tell the hero about the special knowledge, the Shapeshifter does not want to give up the information.
Then how does the hero get information from the Shapeshifter?
There are 2 main ways to get information from the Shapeshifter. The first is for the hero to change shapes right along with the Shapeshifter.
Interesting. That could make some intriguing plot twists in a story.
Yes, it can. But your hero must be careful to remember what he wants to get from the Shapeshifter. If he forgets, he could become more like the Shapeshifter and forget his way.
Ah. I see what you mean. That makes for even more possibilities. And what about the other method for getting information?
The other method is for your hero to hold on to the Shapeshifter no matter what that character does.
I see. Sort of like a detective who pursues someone who keeps changing disguises.
Exactly like that. Inspector Javert chasing his thief.
Who?
It's from a novel by Victor Hugo. Never mind. It's just an example of what you described.
It seems to me that the Shapeshifter is an awful lot like the Trickster archetype.
That is an easy mistake to make. What you have to remember is that the Trickster is the one who wants to overcome obstacles. But the Shapeshifter wants to hold on to information and keep secrets.
So, if I have a character with a secret that other people want to know, I could make him or her be a Shapeshifter?
Yes. You could do that.
And if another character wants to get information from the Shapeshifter, the hunter.
That's a good term.
The hunter either holds onto the Shapeshifter no matter what the Shapeshifter becomes, or he starts changing shapes right along with the shifter.
That's right.
Interesting. When you think about it, either of those choices boil down to the hunter just sticking to the Shapeshifter no matter what the shifter does.
Exactly. I think you understand the gist of this archetype.
I guess that's a good thing. Now all I have to do is make it work in my story.